In this video, I will talking about how to deal with the problem 2 in the homework 2. And this is the class of EL6303 and the subject is probability. And here we have the problem that if we have a noisy channel and we got input and an output. If the input is x1 and we can get the output of x2, and if the input is x2 and we can get the output is x3, so that if the input is xk we can get the output of xk plus 1. And we have known from the problem that the probability of the input is 0 is 0.2 and the probability of the input is 1 is 0.8. And for all k in the range of 1 to n, and we have this we have known this. If the input is 0 and output is 0, the probability is 0.6. And if the input is 1 and output is 0, we have the probability is 0.4. And if the input is 0, we got output 1, the probability is 3. And if the input is 1 and output is 1, we got the probability is 0.7. And the first question, we want to find the probability of the output is 1. In this question, we can get the formulation. The formulation is that for the probability of x2 equals to 1, we have two situations, and the first is we got input is 0, and we have another conditional probability is that the output is 1 for the input is 0, and another one is the input is 1, and in this condition we have the output is 1. So we have this formulation, and we put all this figure into this formulation. We can have that so the result is 0.64. And the second question is that we want to find the probability that x3 equals 1. And from the problem 1, we can also get the probability that x2 equals to 0, and it is same of in the first question. That for the input is 0, we have the output is 0, and the input is 1, we have the output is 0, and the result of this is 0.36. And we can also learn from the question 1 that the probability of x equals to is 1 minus 0.64. So we can also get this result. And in this problem, we want to find the probability of x3 equals 1. And this is the same as the first question. You can just copy from the formulation here. We also have two situations. And here we also apply these figures into this formulation. We have I'm sorry. And the result is 0.594. So this is the first two questions, and for the third question we want to find the probability the conditional probability of if the output is 1, what's the probability of the input is 0. Also, we have from the conditional probability, we have the probability that this will equal to the probability of x1 equals to 0, x3 equals to 1, and divided by x3 equals to 1. So we can deal with this formulation to get the result. It is that so we have the formulation. We have two parts for this formulation. The first part is here, and the second part is there. And we also apply all the figures into this formulation so we can get a result. So the result of this question is 0.176. And for the last question, we want to find the limitation of the probability of xn equals to 0. And so we can from what we have did before, like this formulation, we can easily get another formulation. For the xn equal to 0, we can have the formulation like what we had before. So the formulation is that xn and we also have two parts. For this part, it is 1 minus xn minus 1 equal to 0. So we can get that. And multiply with 0.3, and this is from here. And another part is and multiply with 0.6. And from this formulation, we can get that and we put this part into the left, and we can have the formulation like this, and this is x0 equals to x1 equal to 0, and then we have px minus 0, and is 0.2 multiplied with as long we have this formulation, and the limitation of n to infinity of the pxn equals to 0, and it's 0.3, so we get a result. And we done the whole problem